Okay, so on a previous video, I did not demo how to make this Wi-Fi app to work. So first you install the app, and I had to download a program. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, first I'm going to show you that I had to download this this particular program called My Wi-Fi User Scanner. Okay, and then when you open it, let's do open, and I'm gonna I uploaded the software, which is the Wi-Fi software, to the robot. Then you turn on this little tiny switch from where it is, which was on this side, and move it to the right side, and that turns on that ESP8266 that's underneath this LED cover. Okay. Now, when you turn on that robot, it shows this, then it goes out, and then it says Wi-Fi prepared. You might get a different message. So I actually got an information from, because I sent them that it was not sending the correct message. Okay, and so they sent me this a note. Okay, and they told me basically is to find an A line 194, and whatever was in there, which is not a APP whatever, and replace it with Wi-Fi prepared. Okay, nothing will happen if you leave it the way it is, but I would just change it and then save that sketch, so from now on you'll have it right. Okay, then follow these instructions. Okay, and I'm going to put this aside, and then it'll ask you for, let's see, why is this showing? No, we don't want that one. Right. Go back. Then, once you have that Wi-Fi app installed, let's see, then you should get a Cokoino_ESP8266-01. Okay, and it in my case it says internet not available, which is fine. Okay, because what you do with your phone is you are logging into the ESP8266. Okay, you're gonna get this message, internet not available, and you can say always connect, which is fine. And then it says connecting without an internet, and over here on a LCD display it'll say Wi-Fi prepared. Okay, and now on here it says that it's connected. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back, and I also installed this My Wi-Fi user scanner, and because the phone's scanner was not working, it was not showing the robot at all. Okay, so I downloaded a couple apps, including this My Wi-Fi, and then you can use the scanner, and then you can also do the Wi-Fi devices, which just shows you what's all connected. Okay, so, and are you sure you want to exit? Yes. Okay, so My Wi-Fi User Scanner, make sure you install that if your phone doesn't see the your little robot, okay? Then what you do is at this point you have to have that app installed. Let me go ahead and get rid of some of these things. This app, okay? And if you hold this button, these arrows, it will go that direction or whatever, and make sure you hit this connect on the right upper side. Sometimes you have to hit this square, sometimes maybe my finger, okay, anyway, and then it comes up and it says received, welcome to connect to ESP8266-01 ID:0, okay? And now, once it's connected, if you, let me see, there we go. If you push the button, the arrow key, oops, I was off the screen, then it will spin until you let it go, okay? The OK button is basically stop everything if you're using this arrow, which will go one direction, and if this one goes clockwise, okay? Like that, okay? And I cannot demo it here because it's not enough space, but it works. And those will just continue to run until you hit OK, which stops it, okay? So OK is a stop. Now, I had to adjust these two to look like this, okay? And so that's the left side and that's the right side. So ML is left side, motor left, and motor right. And this is how much power you're giving it, okay? And it might be okay with the default, alrighty? Now, this IP address must be 192.168.4.1, and the port must be 3001. And the way you do that is you click on it and then erase what's in there and then type in the correct information. So it has to look like this. And then once you hit connect, you're going to get messages in here. If not, do it again. Sometimes it's a little slow. But now, this button over here, this kind of a zigzag like this, that would work with the bottom sensor that has the infrared lights aiming down, and it follows a black tape, like electrical tape on a contrasting floor, okay? I haven't done that yet. I did it only on a piece of paper and it worked fine. This next one, whoops, shut it off. Anyway, let me stop it. This next one is this, it looks like an eye, kind of that one basically goes and finds kind of like an obstacle thing. So it will go in a hallway until it hits wall, and then it tries to turn and find a direction out of the dead end or wherever it goes, okay? The light, it just makes these LEDs, the green LEDs, like that. It worked once. Let's see, hit OK. There we go. So sometimes you have to hit OK to kind of like stop it. So, okay. And then the next one is a music. And it's very faint. I don't know if you can even hear it. That buzzer is just really, really tiny, and it doesn't make it loud enough. I wish they put in a larger one and give it some power to make it sound better. Again, hit stop when you are done, and it will also then tell you over here on this little screen what stopped or what you're running or whatever, okay? Now after that is this last icon, which is this one here, and that one we don't have that installed, but it's basically a photo sensor that they mention in the manual that doesn't come with one, which is no big deal because I got a bunch of them. But most people who play with Arduinos and electronics will have those. And I don't know exactly how it's supposed to be installed and stuff, but there is a sketch for it somewhere, so one can actually make one up in a, in Arduino IDE where you can code. Otherwise than that, it's working. The only thing, and I'm gonna send them a message, the tech support message, that everything is reversed. So if I push forward, it goes backwards. If I push backwards, it goes forward. And so there must be somewhere something that just flips it, and then the code will work correctly. And I'll let you know in the next video if I figured out how to fix that problem. Even when I upload a sketch that uses the infrared, the ultrasound for distance, and it does the same thing. It first goes backwards. And so I would say that there is something in a sketch, in a code, that must be reversed, because the motors are wired correctly. And it's possible that they can just be plugged in a reverse, and maybe then it'll work correctly. I don't know. If I figure it out, as I said, I will let you know. But I'm pretty happy that I've got everything working, and I'm going to shut this off so it's not chewing up the batteries. But everything is working, and I'm very happy with this robot. I think this is the best robot for $50 one can buy, and it was fun to put together. I've learned quite a bit, and I also adjusted some stuff just to experiment, So you can do the same thing, look at the sketch. There's notes there, and it'll tell you basically what you can, or what is it used for, and then you can, try to adjust, try to play with it. The worst thing can happen, it ain't gonna work. So you always save your work. So if I make changes, I like maybe when I'm experimenting, you can put whatever the name of the sketch, then I delete everything, including the word copy. I put a hyphen there at the end, and then you can call it EXP1, experiment 1, experiment 2, 3, 4, 5, and then delete them after if they didn't work. And if they did work, then rename it, and then after you delete everything, including the copy, the word copy, then you can put in there dash final F1 or something, or final 1, or whatever you want to rename it. So next time when you want to upload that code sketch, then it will work. Alrighty. So I hope that this will be helpful to you. If not, please ask, and you can always, as I said, on this card, is instructions of how to ask them, which is at Cokoino@outlook.com. And that's what I'm going to do after I'm done with uploading this video. You have a great day again.